So we have the technology built within our systems to make it easier for you as a client. So like I say, utilizing the video calls, the regular phone calls, we also text. So when you're working with maybe like a large lender, there's a high chance you may not have an opportunity to do that. So it could be over the weekend and you need a question answered. We can make that happen for you, all right? To me, that is extremely important. So we have the flexibility and the technology to work with our clients at any given time. So I know you hear the 95 situation with banks. When it comes to lending purposes, that does not work. Because you gotta think about it, a lot of clients are out looking at homes on the weekend, and we have to make sure that we're available at all times. Now, welcome to another episode of the Mortgage Motivation Podcast, and I'm your host, Gary Taylor. And today I wanted to touch on something I may have grazed over in the beginning when we first started the company and when I started to post videos on YouTube. And I thought about this over the weekend. I had a chance to go down to Florida and had to go see family and spend some time down there. And I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I need to do an episode on why should you use Affluent Mortgage? Why should you use a mortgage broker when it comes to your real estate transaction? So there's a few things that I wanted to touch on. Some certain things I believe that we as people that's in the industry will assume that everyone knows certain things. You cannot do that. I mean, I definitely understand that. So I thought it'd be a good idea if we kind of start from the beginning. How did I get here? How did I become a broker? And what are we doing right now for our clients, for our agents, for builders, or our investors? What are we doing for all you guys? So let's talk about that. So Affluent Mortgage started 2 years ago, actually 2 years and 3 months. We started the company, me and Lester Brown. We came from the lending industry as a loan officer, senior loan officer, a sales manager. So we had different levels on the direct lending side. And we decided to put together Affluent Mortgage because we wanted to have more options for our clients. And not saying that every lender are limited with options. And I'm not here to even talk about the direct lender versus a broker. That's not the purpose of the video today. Today, just here to talk about why being a broker helps me gain an advantage with my clients and who I decide to work with. So yeah, we started a company a little over 2 years ago, and we came from the lending side over to the broker side. So if you don't understand how that works, so a broker works with partnerships with certain lenders. So there's hundreds of lenders out there, right? So we have access to all of those lenders, and all we have to do is basically fill out a couple of documents and we begin our partnership with the lender. On the direct lending side, you work directly for that company. So say for an example, I work for Chase Bank. The only options I have is with Chase Bank. Now that I'm on the broker side, I have access to every lender that's out there that's on the whole side of the house. So we have access to all of the products that they offer. What we decided to do is we know what type of clients that we work with. First-time home buyers, real estate investors, brand new real estate investors, people that are self-employed. That's usually what type of clients I work with. A lot of veterans, definitely a lot of veterans. And we wanted to build something where we can cater to those clients. And that's why we decided to go on the broker side. So we're not locked into, I guess, just the limitations of just one lender. We wanted to have the versatility to reach out to other partners that we needed to. So say that there's a loan that I don't have and I have a client that needs to go that route, then what I can do is simply, like I said, reach out to the lender, check and see what type of programs they offer for whatever that situation is. Well, let's do this. Let's give an example. If I had someone that's self-employed and they had 10% to put down, 15% to put down, and they wanted to go with a loan where they didn't have to show any tax returns, then I have a product for you. Or if there's a situation where the credit scores are low, but they're self-employed. So just different layers that you can find with a lot of clients. Not every lender is going to offer that program. So if I work for one lender, I may be, limited to what I can do. And if I can't offer that program, I have to hand that off to somebody else. Now, as a broker, I could just reach out to that lender and build that relationship. It takes maybe a day for me to get signed up with them. And now we have access to that program, product, whatever that is. And so that's what we did. We structured the company around our clients, not the other way around. So now that I know what type of clients that we work with, we structured everything around that. So that to me gives us a high advantage over a lot of different lenders that may be out there. We are a small business, so we are a local small business, and who doesn't want to work with a small business or a local business? And one of the benefits of being a small business is our flexibility. So say you have, you're a client and you're looking to purchase a house, or you are an agent and you're looking to set your client up with a broker. We will meet you halfway, so whatever it takes to get the transaction done. So if you're at work and you need to schedule a call, I can do that for you. So we can schedule a call for us to speak, and I would never keep you on the phone for a long period of time. Then you have some people that want that face-to-face time. So adding in the Zoom calls or the Teams call, so basically just a video call, it makes it a little bit more personable when it comes to our relationship that we have with you. And I think that is extremely important. So not even with that, when we send you a home estimate or we send you certain documents, we attach a video to your document. So that will allow you to hear my voice while I'm explaining the documents to you, because not every document we're going to send to you is clear as day, right? And you need professional help there, but you can watch that video at your own time. So if you're at work and you don't have time to set up a call with me, you can still watch that video, go over those documents so nothing stops. So we have the technology built within our systems to make it easier for you as a client. So like I said, utilizing the video calls, the regular phone calls, we also text. So when you're working with maybe a large lender, there's a high chance you may not have an opportunity to do that. So it could be over the weekend and you need a question answered. We can make that happen for you, all right? To me, that is extremely important. So we have the flexibility and the technology to work with our clients at any given time. So I know you hear the 9-to-5 situation with banks. When it comes to lending purposes, that does not work. Because think about it, a lot of clients are out looking at homes on the weekend, and we have to make sure that we're available at all times. Now, it's not 24 hours a day. So I don't want to mislead you there, but doing working hours from the morning to the nighttime, typically you have access to us. And as you continue to work with us, you'll realize, okay, these guys are really trying to do everything they can to make sure we get these loans closed. Now, as far as products, we have the traditional products like your FHA loan, conventional, your VA, your USDA loan. So we definitely offer those. We probably do that more than anything else. So we have the traditional products. We also have what they call a non-QM, so non-qualified mortgages. This allows someone that's self-employed to be able to purchase a home without the scrutiny of going through regular underwriting, where you can come in and not use your tax returns. You can use your bank statements or your 1099s, or we have certain loan programs that's called the debt service coverage ratio for our investors that will allow you to purchase a home without showing any type of income as long as the property cash flows. That's the only thing that the lender cares about. And we have tons of lenders that allow us to do these type of loans. So we have what you need in order to get you to the finish line. So traditional products, we have the non-QM, and I always like to push this to the side, but I work with a lot of veterans. So if you are a veteran, I'm a veteran myself. I spent over 21 years in Air Force / the Air National Guard, and a lot of my clients are veterans. So if you have any questions about buying a home or refinancing and you're a veteran, you're definitely reaching out to the right place. You have the right company that's gonna work for you here at Affluent Mortgage, because we definitely love our veterans. So going with a veteran loan, you can do that, but not every veteran needs to go the VA loan. So we look at all of the different options that you would have as a veteran, and we pick the one that's right for you. We heavy on education. So I have a podcast, which you already know because that's how you listen to this video right now, the Mortgage Motivation Podcast. And I use this primarily for education. So between me speaking to you directly or interviewing different people that's in the industry or maybe right outside of the industry, we just want to bring the market to you so you can understand what goes on in that industry in a simple term. I try not to overcomplicate anything. I want to keep everything extremely simple. It can be complex, but we want to keep it extremely simple for you as a client because you're buying a house once or twice a year, if that. If you're an investor, as a first-time home buyer or just a home buyer, you may buy a home every few years. So that we don't need to jam everything at you in order for you to understand how this process works when it comes to real estate or mortgages, right? We want to give you just enough for you to understand what you're doing, understand what your payment, what your down payment is going to be, what your closing costs is going to be, and that's what truly matters to you. So education is big. The same thing with my Instagram or my Facebook. I try to post things that are mortgage related or real estate related, very professional, but I want to make sure that you have access to the same things that we have access to. Now, we're not try to, like I said, bog you down with a bunch of information. We want to say that for the phone call because it can be a little confusing. And one of the biggest things that we have issues with right now is, as much as we love them, your friends and family, they take their own personal transactions and give it to you as advice, but the market changes so much. You want to make sure that you're working with a team that understands what's going on right now. So that is extremely important that you stay involved with us as a team between your real estate agent and us as the mortgage brokerage firm, so that you can keep everything in front of you that's real time and that's up to date. So education is real big. The other thing is seminars. We do seminars as well. We have a few that's coming up this month, and we're going to be doing that throughout the year. Different seminars with real estate agents, with attorneys, title companies, depending on what state that we're in. And we're giving that back to you, a free event. So we never charge for these events. We're giving that back to you so you can ask questions, do a little Q&A at the end. The biggest thing is just ensuring that you get the information that is needed. And just like I said, we want to make sure that you understand the type of firm that you're working with. You understand what type of brokerage that has your back. So even though we are a small business on the broker side, we work with very large lenders. So that's the only thing that matters, because we're not actually writing the loan, but we still closing the loan at an extremely fast pace. We always close on time. I mean, there's times where, of course, with any lender, there's going to be your special circumstances, but from 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we can get these loans closed. On the refinance is a little different because you don't have as many people involved in the transaction. Same thing, as we can get them closed extremely fast. So the speed makes a difference, but the efficiency of it makes a difference as well. So I want to lean back on this. So even though we're a small business, we have contracted out different agencies to help us close these loans on time. And so you have a different voice outside of my voice or your broker that you're speaking to. We have other processes that's involved where we can handle loans from 2 loans a month up to 20 to 30 loans. So we can handle the workload. So if you're a real estate agent watching this is important for you too. And that's the reason why we designed it that way. So we contracted these things out so we could handle a large load of work. So therefore, if you have a lot of clients that you're trying to close in 1 month, we can handle that. But it should never be a situation where we're too busy for you as a real estate agent or as a builder. But I wanted to bring this to you for you guys to understand what we do here at Affluent Mortgage, why we designed the company the way we did. But we lean heavily on technology. We use a lot of AI as well when it comes to us merging the pipeline together. The last thing I want to add too is not only do you get the videos, you get the personal service with like I said, with the text messaging, the phone calls, the Zoom calls, but also you get email, the milestone update email. So anytime your loan goes through a different milestone, you'll be notified. And we can have that set up where you, the client, would be notified as well as your real estate agent. And I just make life so much easier. And once we get started with the loan process, You get a weekly update. So there's never a time when you don't know what's going on with your loan. Same thing with the real estate agents. We want to get ahead of that. So there's no need for you worrying about calling a broker or getting an update. You're going to get an update no matter what. So a weekly update that goes out to all agencies. So you'll see that for the different milestones that's happening. And if you ever need to speak to us, then you get that same service. You could call us, text us. I even use voice notes. The bottom line is you have to be a part of the transaction as well as be heavily communicated with what's going on, because that's the worst thing. If you working with a broker and you're not sure what's happening with the transaction. So we totally eliminate that. We built the company based upon what we saw that works and what doesn't work out in this industry. So we're definitely excited to work with you as a client. We're excited to work with you agents as a client. Whatever Affluent Mortgage could do for you to help you succeed in your business or succeed in you buying a home for your family or buying a new investment property or a portfolio of investment properties, we're here to work with you. I look forward to the partnership. Reach out to me anytime if you have any questions, and we get a little bit more detail of what we offer here at Affluent Mortgage. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Peace.